On December 23, 1970, Willie Nelson stood in his backyard in Ridgetop, Tennessee, watching his house burn to the ground. But instead of calling the fire department, he walked straight into the flames. Willie had been struggling for years in Nashville, writing hit songs for other people, while his own career went nowhere. The music industry executives wanted him to sound like everyone else, smooth, polished, predictable. They didn't understand his jazz-influenced guitar picking or his unconventional voice that cracked and bent notes in ways that made them cringe. That night, as the fire consumed everything he owned, Willie had one thought: save the guitar. He ran into the burning house and grabbed his battered Martin N20 classical guitar, the one he'd bought for $50 and nicknamed Trigger after Roy Rogers' horse. The heat singed his eyebrows, the smoke filled his lungs, but he emerged with his most prized possession. Standing there in the cold Tennessee winter, guitar in hand and his house in ashes, Willie made a decision that would change American music. He was done trying to fit into Nashville's narrow vision. At 37 years old, he loaded his family into a car and drove toward Texas, toward something that didn't even have a name yet. What Willie didn't know was that his timing was perfect. A cultural revolution was brewing in Austin, where cosmic cowboys and hippie musicians were creating something entirely new. When Willie arrived with his long hair and unconventional sound, he found an audience that had been waiting for him without knowing it. The Armadillo World Headquarters became his second home. This converted armory hosted everything from punk rockers to country rebels, and Willie fit right in. His 4th of July picnics grew from small gatherings to massive festivals that drew tens of thousands. He wasn't just playing music anymore. He was building a movement. The real magic happened when Willie stopped trying to be anyone other than himself. His 1975 album, Red-Headed Stranger, was recorded in a small studio in just a few days. The record label thought it sounded too simple, too stark. They wanted to add strings and background vocals, but Willie refused. The album became one of the best-selling country records of all time. And that guitar he saved from the fire, Trigger, became as famous as Willie himself. The Martin's top wore through from decades of Willie's fingerpicking, creating a hole that grew larger each year. Guitar experts told him to retire that instrument, but Willie kept playing it, and the hole became part of its voice, part of its story. Years later, Willie would say that the night his house burned down was one of the best things that ever happened to him. It forced him to let go of everything that wasn't essential, everything that wasn't truly him. Today, at 91 years old, Willie Nelson is still touring, still recording, still playing that same battered guitar with the hole worn clear through it. He's outlasted the industry executives who tried to change him, outlived most of his contemporaries, and influenced generations of musicians who learned that sometimes the most radical thing you can do is simply be yourself.